You know why the content on this channel has changed so much? Why I don't stand in the bathroom and call bitches no more? It's not because I woke up one day and decided to be on some kumbaya shit. This all started when my stomach was messed up. Remember that? When I was in and out the hospital for that year? Couldn't eat, couldn't drink, losing weight. Doctors didn't know what was going on. I had a team full of niggas. All went to school 13 years apiece doing this shit. Fuck you mean, nigga? This right here, this is not a reassuring feeling from a medical professional, let me tell you. You talk about angry. I had childhood rage flowing through me all over again. I wanted everything and everyone far, far away. Only thing I cared about was Kiko. And that nigga wasn't shit.
It's his dog.
I'd be curled up, fetal position in the living room floor. He come nudging me with his nose. Wake up, nigga. Ain't no food in my bowl. I don't give a shit about what you going through. Get up and feed me. Then open the door so I can take a big shit in the grass. That was the routine. He would eat, run outside, take a big cow-sized shit in the middle of the lawn, come back in, sit next to me, and lick on his asshole. While I slowly wither away, I would have to listen to the sound of my dog lick his asshole as loud as he could. And that was my life. Then here come the girls.
So for those that don't know, Hot Damn I Rock is a veteran in the YouTube streets. Used to do comedy type videos, and a lot of his videos had to do on gender dynamics, men versus women, relationships, dating, sex, all of these different type of things. And he went through a couple of major life experiences with death in and around him, best friends. His dog died that he was just talking about. The thing is that when men go through these life-changing and altering experiences, you begin to think about life and your existence a lot differently. It forces you to be introspective. It forces you sometimes to get completely out of the matrix, because then you start to understand the engine that you are in to keep you indoctrinated to the pure and utter bullshit.
The same girls that you treat like whatever. The same girls that don't mean anything to you deeper than some pussy. Still care about you enough to want to make sure, are you okay? You need anything? Girls crying on the phone. Can I just come sit with you? So persistent, annoyingly persistent, to the point where you just give in. Okay, yo, damn. Come on. I don't know what we gonna do when you get here. Shorties is coming over during normal business hours. This is brand new to me. Sex, definitely off the table. So the only thing left to do now is talk. It was at this point that I slowly began to realize I've been maintaining years of a relationship with people that I couldn't even hold a basic conversation with. So when these girls would leave, I would sit and reverse engineer the entire relationship, trying to understand why is this shit just now hitting me?
Yeah.
How come I didn't figure this out a long time ago?
Yeah.
Well, usually when you tell them to come over, it's already 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Guts is happening.
You drink, smoke, put on some bullshit movie you know you're not paying attention to. Y'all fuck, go to sleep, and in the morning, you kick her out.
Yeah. And let me comment on this real quick. What he's also describing too is a high value man issue, right? When he's talking about that they just, can I just come over and is there anything that you need? That is, so if a lot of dudes out here that's watching that's not really identifying with what he's talking about, you got to understand. He has hundreds of millions of views on YouTube. He was very public before his kind of evolution, his transformation. Now I think he posts like once every 4 months or something like that. But usually when he posts, it's something that is so incredibly introspective and can only be delivered by somebody who has been through a ton of shit. It's only with someone like that. And also is uniquely gifted in their creativity. Okay? Let's keep it rocking.
There is no time to talk because you haven't made any. This shit your fault. This whole shit your fault.
He's right.
For what legitimate reason are you ever pissed at these girls for?
Yeah.
You did this to us.
Facts.
Coming to that realization had me pacing around the crib like,
I didn't put that in.
the same way that I was discovering, I've been maintaining relationships with people that I had little to nothing in common with. I was also figuring out that I've been dealing with girls that I relate to on a level that I didn't even know existed.
Facts. Let me comment on this as well from my perspective. I went through revelations like this as well. From my perspective, my crib, my space, everything around, like I was the Friday, Saturday night, yo, we going to MTR's crib because we got to before we go at every Friday and Saturday night for years, over a decade. And that's how I lived the large component of my life. And yeah, it was fun. It was fun and it was exciting. You know, got access to all of it. I had all the viscosity that I could ever want at that particular junction. But when you go through something and that forces you to be introspective, and then you say to yourself, what was it worth? What was it for? Or you look at photos of your crib with all of these people in, and you ask yourself, where are those people now today? Where are they at now today? How valuable was that Friday night that I stayed up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to then wake up at 1, 2 p.m. the next day in solidifying who I am on this planet? But I need to take accountability for that time lost or those women that I entered it within my life. Because that's on me. It's on me to understand that and to want something more, to want something better. Let's keep it rocking.
Some would even acknowledge, this shit's so sad. This is the first time that we ever just talked. That shit's so sad. That is so sad. You give your body to me and you got some wet between your legs and you just be giving me that shit and I don't even talk to you? Yo, why? Why? I would flat out ask girls, why do you put up with my shit? Like I was disgusted with myself. You know what the most popular answer was?
What?
Because you don't hit me. Hold up.
What?
Because I don't do what to you? Dudes hit you? Nigga. Girls will look at me like... Girls will look at me the way that I look at them when they say some shit that makes no sense. Do guys hit me?
The fuck?
You one of the only dudes, including their fathers. You one of the only guys never put his hands on me. So, you're willing to subject yourself to the things that I do put you through because it don't get physical? They would say, yeah. Yeah. In comparison to what I've been through, you a breath of fresh air.
Wow.
Whole time, I was dealing with girls that have been beat up, held at gunpoint, kept against their will. POWs don't even have these types of stories. I had a girl tell me her ex choked her up against the wall until she passed out. That was the only reason he let her go, because he thought he killed her. Girls would say, when I'm around you, I feel safe. That's a big deal to a girl. Feeling safe?
Yeah, security.
That is huge.
Yeah.
Never knew. Mm-hmm. Never knew how important that was to them. You make me laugh. You cook. You eat my pussy good. You be eating the shit out of my pussy. You don't talk to me like I'm worthless. You cuddle me at night. I ain't ever been with a nigga that cuddle. And you don't hit me. Yeah, you be putting the bitch out in the morning. But when I'm with you, I know what to expect.
Listen, let me comment on this real quick. I didn't know he was gonna go there. It got kind of dark real quick. So let me say it like this: there's shitty people on this earth. It's absolutely shitty people, right? And depending upon where it is that you grow up, you're gonna be predisposed to shitty shit, and that's some real shit. But oftentimes we talk about this understanding of how to relinquish what it might have happened to you in the past, and I think the way Hot Damn I Rock brings it up is to say he was so confused as to why you would allow this treatment from me. And then he came to find out that the way that he treats them, although why he views it as minimal, the women have been treated way worse than that. So their expectations as it is so incredibly low, bottom of the barrel low. And this is what I say, like, you know, hurt people will continue to bring hurt into their lives. It's almost as if they invite it. Okay. So what are the things that you are doing to relieve the hurt, to make sure that you don't endanger yourself in these types of situations? Because it's going to show up in your relationships. Okay. Because the hurt, the pain has not been relieved. And when they come across a dude like him, right, during his 20s, I really don't want nothing else from him, not even conversation from him, just fun for the moment. It's a breath of fresh air. It's incredible. Let's keep going.
The most I ever got to deal with when it comes to you is you fuck other girls and lie about it. Like I'm stupid. Like I don't see hair around the house and plane tickets in the trash. I just don't say nothing. But you know, since we talking, they hit me with that shit. Since we talking, if you would just change a few things about yourself, stop doing the things that you know you're not supposed to be doing, and start doing the things that you know you are, you be the perfect. A person ever told you they see perfection in you if you just act right? I had to change. Not for them, for myself. Because I was the one fucked up this whole time. I was the one creating realities for myself that didn't have to exist. Me.
Damn.
Now my head hurt. Stomach still hurt. Trying to figure out, what do I do with this information?
Right.
I had to dig deep.
Yeah.
In order to understand, at what point did pussy become so important to me?
Yeah.
You know the conclusion I came to? High school, 9th grade, cafeteria, lunch table. That shit was like going to jail for the first time. You just got sentenced to 4 years. You don't know nobody. Most of the people you went to middle school with on different lunch shifts, and you standing there holding a stinky tray of food in your hand, searching. Where do I fit in? Come over here, yo. Sit with us, yo. Me? There go the invite. You don't know why they picked you. You don't know if this shit a trick. All you know is that if you turn down the one that invited you, the pack is going to now look at him, waiting to see what he's going to do in response. Jail. You really in that bitch making jailhouse decisions. So you just go to the table. Luckily, they cool. You can sit with us, but sit at the end of the table. You gotta work your way to the front. Next thing you know, you hanging out with the varsity football team, the upperclassmen. That should just sound cool, the upperclassmen. All these is failing, but upperclassmen though. Eventually, you start eavesdropping on the conversations. That's when you hear it. Pussy, pussy, pussy. Niggas is talking about pussy like it's the new crack cocaine just hit the streets. I'm listening to stories about niggas getting their dick sucked in the locker room. I'm like, hold up. You getting your dick sucked on school property? I felt like a sucker. I'm coming in this bitch to learn. Niggas is getting their dick sucked. What class I gotta skip? But deep down inside, the person that I really was, I'm really the fucking anime table Pokemon card. The motherfuckers playing chess and pulling out comic books and shit.
Hell yeah.
That's who I really was,
yeah,
but I saw how they got treated.
Yeah, facts.
I was already dealing with that bullshit at home. You think I'm gonna come to school too and get shoved in a locker?
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna come to school too and get my books slapped out my hand every time I walk down the hall? I be done shot this whole bitch up.
Yo, what's so crazy is I just did a video on this. I just did a video on this. Okay. I appreciate the way, I'll leave a link to my video down in the description box down below, but I appreciate the way that he's coming across this, because he's saying that he was indoctrinated by the crowds that invited him in. Okay. And then that's how we got it spun into his mind. But I identify with the things that you are actually interested in, where you should actually be placing your time because of your actual interests. You know what I'm saying? But young boys, you know, we kind of get caught up in this whirlwind, you know, when we're coming of age and the testosterone is beginning to course through our tiny little veins, and then the peer pressure, you know what I'm saying? Like losing your virginity is like, you know, the true badge of honor, you know what I'm saying? And in fact, if you don't, you know, if you haven't relinquished that virgin status, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like you walking around with the scarlet letter, you know, at a certain age, you know what I'm saying? It's a damn near an insult, you know what I mean? So he brings up some fantastic points. All right, let's keep going.
You ever seen a Charizard, mint condition, still in the plastic, 50% off? Them bitches go up in value. Them niggas I should have been fucking with. Denying myself of the individual that I really was. For what? To hang out with a bunch of people that end up making fun of you anyway? The moment they find out, you still a virgin.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was for you growing up, but to be a guy hanging out with other guys who all getting
just said this.
And you the only one who ain't?
Yeah.
Oh no. You got clowned.
You'll get crucified.
You got joked. You got laughed at.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what, you scared? You scared to get you some and what you do? I ain't scared. You gotta go something.
Anything.
That's the way that it's delivered to you too. You have to go something. You hear that, girls? That becomes the way we see you now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a person no more.
You're an orifice.
You're not an individual with dreams and goals, hopes, feelings, aspirations in life. You something to on. Something for me to stick my dick in so these can shut the up. How'd that make you feel?
Guys, I'm going to pause the video right here because I want you to go up and to view the remainder of the video. There's still significant amount for you to be able to go through. Let me touch on this real quick before I end the video. I love his talking points. I love his talking points because it paints a realistic picture of those that follow the cool crowds, follow the in crowds, and what is the expectation from a young boy, young man's perspective. So I think that it's important to hit on, because there's some of us that come up under the guise of Disney, and then there's some of us that come up under the guise of the most amount of bodies that you have, the more valuable that is to your manhood, right? So I think that it's important to note and to talk about these two different dichotomies, because they both exist within the culture. I've said time and time again that your amount or the notches on your belt won't be written on your tombstone, okay? But the things that you create, the things that you are known for, absolutely will. So here's the last thing that I want to say, just my challenge to my young fellas that's down in here. If you currently rolling around with a stable of 5 or 6 deep, really truly ask yourself, what is the benefit? What is the benefit of these 5 or 6 that you have? How many of those can you have even a conversation with? How many of those do you think you're going to see in the future? Because I guarantee you, okay, you are foregoing time to focus in on yourself, to develop who you are in this world, because that's a lot to try to maintain. This is why I tell you guys, I so much more appreciate my Saturdays and my Sunday mornings to focus in on my passion and my purpose than my Friday evenings, my Friday nights and my Saturday nights going out gallivanting and meeting new and especially as I come past my mid-30s. You understand me? So that's my challenge to you. We should all be aspiring to be known for something, but you can't do that if you're wasting your time with girls. You understand me? Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, again, I'm going to leave a link to this video down in the description box down below. You guys not only need to go over there and look at the remainder of this video, but all of his latest content. I watched some of his videos on repeat, just like, damn, this brother is on a whole nother molecular plane of creativity. Whole other, a league of his own. Even now, even today, posting it once every 3 months. Fantastic content, brother. You're an absolute inspiration. All right. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.